Alright, everyone, welcome to another top three. This time it's for the, I can't remember the name of the, Through the Omenpaths. That's it, Through the Omenpaths. As always, I got Seragyn and Spoon with me.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, I thought this was a Lorwyn pre-release.
Whoops, no.
I'm just kidding with you. Yo, what's up, guys?
And, yeah, so let's kick it off with Seragyn and his number 3, Kumonosu, the Watchful. 3 any, 1 white, 1 blue. Legendary artifact creature. It's a spider hero. Let's see, it's a 4/4 vigilance. When it enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Whenever a modified creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. I mean...
Well, I've been using this guy a bit. He's kind of fun in a lot of those counter decks. And there's so many ways right now with even just white and blue to put counters and modify creatures, including some of the best removal in the game right now, that he can really get a lot of work done and give you a lot of card draw.
Yeah, this is also good with Soul Cauldron, Active Soul Cauldron. If you want to play that without Vivi, you can play that with this. And usually you're trying to, and like in a lot of these decks, you're trying to mill stuff over too. So like you can like do a lot of ridiculous stuff with it. So it's a cool card.
Yeah.
Seems pretty cool. So that's Seragyn's number 3. Quick one.
I've run this card in both an equipment deck and just a general counter deck with green.
There you go. All right, number 2 for Seragyn was Verilax the Havenskin. It's a 5 white legendary creature. It's a symbiote hero. When it enters, if he was cast, you return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. If damage would be dealt to Verilax, you prevent all damage and put that many 1/1 counters on him instead. And he's a 5/5. So I guess he doesn't really have indestructible, but he kind of does. Sorta.
No, not indestructible per se.
Yeah, like you
But
can't.
I find
combat damage won't. Or I guess combat spell damage, none of that does anything to him, basically, is how I'm reading this.
right.
Yeah,
Right,
he
exactly.
just can't die of damage. He can still be destroyed. You can still be forced to sacrifice him. All those other things, but you can't deal damage to him
So it's a
to kill him.
And generally, from testing, from like actual play testing, even when you have effects out that say that combat damage can't be prevented, his ability to put the counters on actually triggers before he dies, so it's almost impossible to kill him with damage.
Interesting.
He's really great with cards like Chosen of Valgavoth, which is a 4-cost white enchantment that gives it +2 for every enchantment on him, and also makes it where all damage done to you as the player is done to this creature instead.
That's just dirty, because basically, in theory, unless they actually destroy it or make you sack it, you're probably never gonna die unless they hit you for a ton.
Yeah, that's
right.
the enchantment. That's the enchantment that in the other in the Spider-Man set. That's it's 2 white and 2 colorless, right? Enchantment aura.
No, it's 3-0 and 1 white.
Okay, yeah.
We apologize for Spoon stroke.
That's okay.
That's fine. But that's fun, and that's another fun card that's in this set too.
And you can't forget about the second part that seems completely unrelated. The pull a creature out of your graveyard directly into the battlefield.
Yeah, that is true. But usually, I didn't think white had those abilities. Usually that's a black ability, right? To bring stuff right out of your graveyard.
I seen a deck that was using this to bring back the Emrakul from that just got released in the set. Yeah. So you get Emrakul, you mill Emrakul into your graveyard, and then you play this card, you play your Emrakul, and you watch the person cry and lose the game.
Yes.
Seems good. Seems good.
And again, I've had some ridiculous turns with the last set's green enchantment, where you draw cards equal to the number of counters you put on something.
Oh God. I'm guessing there's a way to do this trample that would be grosser.
And I've done that as well.
Does not surprise me.
He's not good per se. I have to be, because the cost is like 5 white, and it is the whole dice to removal. It does get a lot of removal targeting, like a lot.
Now, to be fair, I mean that kind of makes sense. It's pretty nasty. Yeah. To go.
And unfortunately, he does not block trample damage.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah.
Which makes me sad. But otherwise, yeah, I've had a lot of fun with him. Again, I don't know how competitive he is in like any format, but he's fun and janky.
Yeah, and shameless plug, he's going to be our Saturday Commander coming up in November, I believe. Yes. So
yes,
we're going to be building with him. So that's Seragyn's number 2, Verilax. All right, let's take a look at your number 1 card, Impostor Syndrome. For any 2 blue, it's an enchantment. Whenever a non-token creature you control deals combat damage to a player, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's not legendary. Oh no, you get around the legendary rule because your tokens are not legendary.
So again, a bit expensive at the 6 cost. Come on. Sorry, my dog is not behaving. But it's very fun to play in like a Unishell where you can kind of cheat it out. And then you can get all the units because she gives all of these summons Overwhelm. And she has Overwhelm when she's attacking on your turn, or Trample. Sorry, wrong game.
Yeah, that sounds...
And it becomes quite easy to overwhelm the board very, very quickly.
Sounds very broken. Or potentially.
Yes, it is. I would say it's probably better in Brawl just because 6 cost is less prohibitive there.
Mm-hmm.
But still a fun card to play around with.
It definitely sounds like it could be pretty cool. Lots of shenanigans.
Yeah, I think this is probably gonna end up being like a Brawl staple, or like a jank Brawl staple. In my opinion,
if you're playing a blue commander,
absolutely.
If you're playing a blue, you just stick it in there. It's a 1-of, and like sometimes it like pops off, and sometimes it just eats an enchantment removal because it has to, or they're gonna lose.
Yeah, because maybe they take this out instead of heuristic study or something, right? I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So all right, so that's Seragyn's top 3. All pretty sweet. So now we're up to Spoon. His number 3 is...
All right, I'm having to literally drag a 120-pound dog.
That does not sound very street. Outsmart the Amateur. It's a 3 any 2 blue instant. It's a choose one. Draw 3 cards. Counter target spell. Draw a card. So it's pretty good. Drawing 3 for
I like
5.
Yeah, I like like people were saying like that it's bad value and stuff, but like people are playing in standard the 2 costs, cry 5, draw 1, and then with the kicker like you can draw 2 of the 5 you scry, and so people are playing 4 to draw 2, and so I think 5 costs to draw 3 is fine, especially at instant speed, and that you have something that can counter someone's like really big threat. That's the only the top mode kind of sucks because like you're only holding it in your hand for something that like will lose you the game. Like you're not like gonna hold it up there just to counter whatever 4 or 5 cost creature, like any 4 or 5 cost creature they're gonna throw out there. Like you have to know like. This is like targeting like the Vivi, Soul Cauldron, like whatever is gonna lose you the game, or it's your card draw spell. Like you can't But and then also like I was saying, like there's other cards that just are cheaper like that. The Scry 5 card it just fits better into a lot of decks. So having like this 5 cost thing that will just sit in your hand when you lose on turn 4. Um, so,
But it is Ricky
but
Bobby
I like
fast.
it because, but you get a lot of options with it, so that's why I like it. But
Yeah.
there's games where it'll just
Mhm.
sit in your hand, you'll die before you can use it.
Man, that kind of feels bad. I will say I still feel paying 5 to counter is a little cringy, but the draw
Right,
3 is really
right.
good. I think for 5 at instant speed. Ricky Bobby
You
fast.
Yeah, I
do,
feel like you kind of hate to use the counter.
yeah, you do get to draw a card when you counter, so it's not
Yeah, fair.
terrible, but it's not. But like I said, like if you're gonna use it, if you're gonna use the counter mode, you're not gonna just like
Yeah.
counter any old thing. You're gonna counter something that's gonna lose you the
Yeah,
game.
you don't want to
You're
willy
gonna
nilly
counter
counter
their,
something for 5. Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. But it's it's nice
Right.
that it has the option. But not bad. Still not. I mean, like I said, Ricky Bobby fast to draw 3 cards. Pretty good. That's Spoon's number 3. Here's his number 2. Phenomena Recorder. It's a one of any artifact. This artifact enters with 3 film counters on it. I believe, is this the Omenpath version of Peter Parker's camera? I think.
Yeah.
It is, yes.
Oh, maybe we should use trademark names. Oh, whatever, fuck it. I guess because it doesn't matter, right? It's in the physical version, so its ability is a pay 2 any, and you tap this, you remove a film counter from this artifact, you copy a target activated or triggered ability you control, and you may choose new targets for this copy. I assume you've done a lot of
This is yeah. This I
activated.
love this card. This is yeah. This is specifically in here because this goes right into my Aetherworks Marvel deck. So you get your 6 synergy. You turn Aetherworks Marvel over, and then you pay 2. You trigger this, and you get to get 2 spins on that Aetherworks Marvel hit to try and find your Embercools or your whatever big thing that you're gonna be playing to win the game. So
I
I
had
like it.
somebody today use this 3 times in a row with Deep Cavern Bats and just exile my entire hand.
Yeah. That's also possible. There's so many shenanigans you can do with this. It's so fun. And then there's other cards that we're gonna talk about that can just reset the counters on this. So when you run out of 3 counters, you can just flicker it back and get 3 more.
Dirty. Alright, that's Spoon's number 2. Pretty filthy card. And it's cheap. That's the other thing. It's only costs 1. I mean, that's pretty nice. And it's only cost 2 to activate it, so. Alright, Spoon.
Yeah. That's the other thing that I like about it. That's the reason why I like it in Aetherworks, because like you can like when you uh, well, it's an artifact, so there's like the Coxa module and stuff like that, where you can get energy from playing artifacts, and there's other effects or whatever. So like it like fits in well with that. And then like on the curve, like there's like nothing really in the energy deck that you want to play for 1 cost. So like it's in the deck. Like it doesn't
Yeah, fair.
it's not competing with anything, and then just having 2 power up, kind of it's not because you're playing an energy deck. You get to actually like have some ramp also, because like there's ramp cards that let you get energy for some
Nice.
stupid reason. Thank you, Wizards. And so having 2 power up isn't really that big of a downside either. So it fits well. I like it. But
Alright.
and also, like Seragyn was saying, there's other ridiculous stuff you can do with other activated abilities.
Oh,
So it's just a
sure.
Yeah.
fun card.
Alright, so that's Spoon's
I
number.
mean,
Oh, go ahead.
Shallow Red. You use it with Shallow Red and you get like the extra life or extra damage from it.
Oh, that's dirty. I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Edict as well works with it.
Yeah, and then
Rithmic
also there's
Study.
and because it's an activated ability, there's planeswalkers that you can use with it too. So
Mhm.
it's just there's a lot of fun stuff.
Through the Omenpath.
Which we'll get to that one, I'm sure. So, all right, that's Spoon's number 2. Let's check out number 1 from Spoon. It is Spectral Restitching. It's X any 1 blue. It's an instant. It reads exile X target artifacts and or creatures. You return the exiled cards to the battlefield under their owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Gee, I wonder what you would pair this with, Spoon.
I don't know what I would pair this with.
Simulacrum.
So
I feel like
yeah, like Simulacra. Yeah,
the
well,
recorder.
also with the park. Yeah, with the recorder, it works great with that because you can get your film counters back with that. But like, it fits into that deck because like I said, like there's so much stuff in like the energy deck that has ETB triggers. So and this is an instant spell also. So like you just hold it up and you can protect your stuff if you need to. Like if you need to protect your Wraithworks Marble, or like some big creature that you hit with it, or some creature that you played out with it. You can protect it with the spell,
Oh yeah, I guess you could use it as the
or
defensive.
or you can just use it. Yeah, or you can just use it end of step to do all your enter the battlefield triggers again, and get more energy, so you can get another spin on your marble.
Nice. So basically, you can use it offensively or defensively.
and and the other thing too with the marble thing is when it flickers back in, if you can, that means like you can spin your marble again at the start of your turn because it's gonna be untapped. So yeah, it's just dirty. I love it. So like this.
That's gross, and you're gross.
Very
Yeah, it's a fun card. But like the other thing too, is like it's not just like for like the artifact stuff too, because like it can target creatures. So if you're playing blue and you have creatures that you want to have, like what's her name? The merfolk, Shoshana, I think is what it is.
yes, yes.
That yeah, people will play that. Like they play it in Brawl and also in Modern and stuff like that. That
Or even like your Rivers
this,
Regent that return shit to hand.
yeah. All those things. Yeah. You can just flicker those things in. So like, it has a ton of utility. I love this card. It's a really good card. I
It
think
seemed like it's
I think
kind of
it's
cheap.
I think it's cost. I think it's costed right. I think that one in X is fine for
Yeah.
the ability for how
Really?
much
Do you?
broken
You
stuff.
suck. No. I
Okay,
would say it's undercosted.
if Vivi can do all the stuff it does for no cost, this costing one is a fair price in my opinion.
Yeah.
And this also procs your fucking Vivi, you piece of shit.
That's true. You can also protect your Vivi with this.
Oh.
The only thing that sucks with the Vivi, because I had someone do that, is that it takes you lose all your counters on
Yes,
your
doesn't it
Yeah.
set
Vivi
Vivi back to a
for that.
0/3?
Yes, it
Yes, it
does.
does.
But I guess if they're gonna destroy it, it's probably better to blink him out. And
Yeah, it is better,
start your
but it
counters
just it
again.
lengthens your it lengthens your win condition to
Yeah, I mean,
so, but
waste of
I mean it's
removal.
worth it. It's better. Yeah.
Or you blink everything else and just let Vivi go insane.
Yeah, but then also that person was playing the fair version of Vivi, not the Cauldron version of Vivi. So like they were doing it all wrong anyway. So it didn't really
Okay.
matter.
I don't have Cauldron in mind. I guess I'm doing it wrong. But
So the idea with Cauldron is then everything becomes a Vivi.
that seemed illegal, broken,
Yeah, it
a
should
war
be.
crime. But hey, who am I to judge?
I have a Thopter that's also a Vivi, and another Thopter that's also a Vivi, and 16 more Thopters that are also a
They don't
Vivi.
they don't do the plinks and the growing that Vivi does, but you still get the mana.
Oh, and that's probably all you need.
That's all you.
All right, cool. But that Spoon's number 1 seems pretty damn sweet. So we'll move on to my funky cards. My number 3 Scions of the Spider. It's a one of every legendary creature, spider human hero. It has flying, first strike, trample, lifelink, haste. It got a lot of stuff going on. It's 5/5. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, other spiders you control gain flying, first strike, trample, lifelink, and haste to end a turn. So you know where I'm going with this one. Spider deck.
It's the new Sliver deck.
Yeah, I want to do a
Yeah,
spider
this is
deck.
100% Aldi brand spiders.
Yes, and if I remember, a lot of spiders have.
No, it's
death
Aldi
touch.
brand Slivers.
Aldi brand slivers, yes.
A lot of
Spiders are
have-
Aldi brand slivers.
A lot of spiders have death touch natively, so now they're going to have first strike and lifelink and haste, so it's like, huh. So yeah, you could chump all my spiders, but you're probably going to lose a lot of your blockers.
Surprisingly, the most broken thing on this card is the haste part.
Yeah, haste.
Because like there's a bunch of things that can spawn you spiders, and like
Yes,
their
tokens.
problem was always that they can't win the game fast enough before someone can sweep the board. And like this thing being everything haste actually like makes that viable and usable. That you can actually win the game with
the
it.
fact that it's all colors, you could play it as a commander, and I know there's stuff in. I think most of the colors have at least something from this set to generate, like you said, generate spiders or tokens or something.
And it also
You know.
it gives you that, like, it's a little bit like a Elsbeth or a Crater Huff that gives you that reach that even when you have little creatures, suddenly they're in the air doing all this bullshit.
Yeah, first striking, trampling,
Yeah.
hasting, and like I said, a lot of spiders have death touch natively, so now you have that to deal with too. In addition to all this other stuff they're going to get from Earth Spider. So I feel like he's very jankalicious, fun. So obviously you know what's going to happen, folks. We're going to do a spider deck at some point. He will be a commander at some point. I don't know if we'll get this year or kick off next year with him, but he's definitely going to be a commander. I want to do spiders for sure.
Yeah, he seems like a fun commander for spiders. Yeah, because I mean, obviously this whole deck has spiders,
Absolutely.
and then we might end up actually getting more spiders when they do the Marvel superheroes thing too. So
That's true. And we already had spiders
he's
to begin
probably
with,
gonna be-
right? And then this added
Yeah.
more spiders, so I feel it's time. Let's do spiders. All right, folks, so that was my number 3. My number 2, I just added this morning. I had to take one out. Added this one. Withar, Cocoon Keeper. 5 any, 1 white, 1 black. Legendary creature. It's a human villain. It's a 5/5 vigilance lifelinker. When Withar enters, you may exchange life totals with target opponent. If you lost life this way, draw that many cards. Again, this would be a commander. And I know black has a bunch of abilities. You could pay life to do X or Y. And then I just play my commander and I just, you know what? Here, I'll give you all my busted up life. I'm going to take all yours. And, yeah. That's how I'm envisioning this one.
There's
I don't know if it's
there's
bad.
there's a combo deck
There's a
with
fun
this.
combo.
With not Platinum Angel. What's the angel that doesn't let you lose the game? It's not. Is it Platinum Angel? It's not Platinum.
Oh, yeah.
It's over.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Play angel decks, but
Well, I don't play angel decks either, but like if it's broken and says like you can't lose the game, I might just throw it in a deck. And so like people have been playing that. And I think there's another there's an enchantment in modern that
the
says
one
that
I've
you
seen
can't lose
is
the
the
game too.
2/4 flyer. Well, there's the Angel Relic, but there's also the 2/4 black flyer, Alka something or another. That whenever you lose life, your opponent loses, or whenever your opponent loses life, they lose double that life.
Oh, yeah, that's enough. Yeah,
You swap with them to break their life total.
Yeah, and since it says lose life and not like dealt damage, so like if they go from 25 to
10,
12 damage or 10 or whatever, then that means they lost 15, so then they lose another 15 and lose the game. So yeah. So
that's
yeah,
my
I love that
thoughts
combo.
That's my thoughts with this one, is doing some kind of ridiculous, like you guys are talking. I didn't even know there were combos. I figured there was going to be something, or I was going to come up with some janky bullshit to go with this, because I saw this, I'm like, huh. Because I guess, so the physical version of this is Mr. Negative. And I was watching someone.
And what's the enduring?
I was watching someone play it on
enduring
a
tenacity,
show, and I was like, "Oh!" So
you could also do stuff like a self-harm deck with like Phyrexian arena and stuff,
that's
and
what I
then
mean. Like
run
Black has all those abilities where
enduring
you pay your life
tenacity,
for this,
which
or, yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
That's what I was thinking originally, Seragyn.
but that's when you gain life, your opponent loses that much life. So you get yourself like 1 and just swap with them and instantly kill them.
That's the dream. Because you really only need to play your commander once. That's what I want to get it to, where you can play your commander once and you win.
Yeah.
Because it is expensive. I mean, it is a 7 cost, so you're hoping not to be able to play this multiple times. You're hoping to maybe play it once and win when you do.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about it as like a commander is that like everyone will see it coming, and so like blue players will just they won't counter anything else. They'll just counter that coming in because like they know your whole game plan.
Well, not
But it would be
necessarily.
funny to build. It would be funny to build a deck that has this as a commander and like just never wants to play it. And like you just like have like you have the control players just holding all of their spells for Mr. Negative, and like it never comes out, and
And
they
I'm
just
fine
lose the
with that
game
too, because
because
then
they never counter anything.
I'll just beat them down with my other units, right? Like if they're not going to counter this, I'll just kill them with my other stuff that I play, right? That's fine.
Yeah, that would be funny.
That's the way I look at it. I feel like it's super janky, and like you said, there's just the threat of playing this, right? It's gonna make some people basically crap their pants. So
yeah,
and I'm fine with that. Put your shitting pants on. This is what we're playing. So obviously, this is gonna be a commander at some point too. I'm gonna pick this as a commander. Don't know when, but I thought it was janky and fun, so that's my number 2. My number 1, I believe one of you mentioned it already. I saw this card. I was like, yeah. Through the Omenpath. It's a 6 any 2 green enchantment. It has Convoke. At the beginning of combat on your turn, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library. Random order. This immediately went into my Eskia.
Now the cost
deck,
here.
So.
Yeah. The cost here seems really expensive until you think about Convoke.
Yeah, Convoke's like,
yeah,
not really expensive.
This is a 2 cost. This is a 2 cost spell. Like you can play this on turn 3, relatively, like 90% of the time. You can play this on turn 3 for 2 costs.
And it also, now I'm going the other way and using it to spam out giant things, using Una to get it out on the field early.
Yes, I would.
But yeah, it's
for sure. It's in my unit deck too. That's a good point.
It's kind of ridiculous in that like they come out like right before combat, so that same turn you get the benefit from it.
Well, that's true.
And there's no cost restriction on it. And the things that you're passing up don't just get tossed in the graveyard, so you're not like milling yourself. They just go to the bottom of your deck and you reshuffle every time. There's so much reshuffle in green.
Oh yeah, shuffle. Draw, play a basic land, reshuffle. Play a basic land, draw 2 basic lands, shuffle. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's
gross.
It's a little bit hard to get off sometimes because it is a big cost, and if you don't get the Convoke and that kind of stuff. But one of my favorites is using Una to get Knights of the Round out, and then casting this with Convoke.
Is that the?
And all in the same turn, you're just.
Is that the guy that plays all the 2/2 knights?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's really quite like.
I think this is probably one of the stronger cards in the set, in my opinion. I could be wrong.
The only thing is you really do have to build around it.
I feel like that's easy to do, though, right?
Gonna try and let Spoon speak.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I was just saying, like, it's really good because like there's like so many like this can like hit those like you're talking about like with Knights Around and like all the other like Saga creatures. So like it can get those, and like a lot of them will like make tokens for you that you can use for like Convoke. So like they fit right in the deck too, so that you can be able to play this, you know, like on like whatever curve you want. If you want to try and turbo it out on 3 or play it on 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Absolutely.
it's a
But it
great card.
does feel pretty bad when you whiff.
But at least
That's what I mean by building around. Like, it feels bad when you whiff.
if you when you
Yeah,
get
yeah.
lucky,
Because
at
it can
least
all it.
you're digging through your deck fast. At least, like, all right, top 5, bottomed. You know what I mean? Hopefully, keep you finding
Yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
It can
yeah.
make a game. It can turn a game around in a single turn. And I think it's another one that in a brawl setting, like, you put this in every green deck because why the fuck wouldn't you? Same as with like the hinge and all that kind of stuff. Why would you not put this in?
bring all your big stompy green fuckers out with this. Absolutely. Like I said, I put it in my Eskia one where the one where she is what one of every, and she's an enchantment, and you just play the top creature of your deck. I just put big monsters in there, you know, of any color. It don't matter.
The best I've seen is in the spammy elf deck. You know, you put all your land dorks out, and then suddenly you play Crater Hoof and win. This lets you dig for that Crater Hoof.
That's true. And elves are pretty strong synergies too, so yeah.
And very easy to fill the board with.
Oh yeah, them little.
Yeah, I've seen. This could be really good in elf ball, like you're talking. So,
yeah, that's what I've used it in, and it's actually quite.
So yeah, that's my.
Where the hell are you, Spood? It sounds like an amusement park.
But that is my number 1.
Spoon streaming live from a fucking roller coaster.
I mean, hey, why not?
Yeah. I'm at Six Flags, guys.
Nice.
So I'm the last person.
Nice. He's that dedicated. He's gonna record from a damn amusement park while he's on the roller coaster. Yeah, that's my.
Okay, dog, you gotta fucking move.
That's my number 1. So yeah, there you go. I guess final thoughts. I will
Overall thoughts on the set?
say, it doesn't feel as exciting as some of even the weird space one, or even of course Final Fantasy seemed to be the set this year. I feel like it's okay. I'm just gonna say it's okay.
I feel like it doesn't introduce any big changes in the way you play your deck.
What is that web? Was it web crawl
Like
or web?
the
slinging?
spider archetype.
But I've not. Really
But I mean, really, it only works with like a certain decks. They're all like build around. There's nothing that's just like this changes the way you play your game. It doesn't have a huge impact on the actual meta.
Not really. There's, like I said, we saw there's a couple cards that will probably have an impact, but that's about it. Like it's I mean, at least in Arena, right? For physical Magic, I mean, you have Spider-Man, right? You can actually have a card that's Spider-Man. Obviously, for licensing reasons, Wizards could not do that. It could not bring it to Arena, which is why it's called Across the Omenpaths. If anyone did not know, spoilers.
Yeah, it has to do with the Marvel Snap trademark thing, because like they already have their own trading card game.
Yeah.
And so it
booty.
has to do with that legal stuff. I don't know, whatever. So.
Yeah, that's not my apartment, but I know they did want to bring the cards, so they did. So literally every card from the Spider-Man set, as far as I know, does have an exact version in Omenpaths. The name is different, the art's different, but the effect is literally like the one I showed with Swapping Life. It's Mr. Negative. If you buy the Spider-Man version, it's Mr. Negative. But Omenpaths, it's Grandma Moses or whoever that was. I don't know. But you know, like Spoon's camera, and it was Peter Parker's camera in the physical cards, and here it's something different. Which, whatever, I get it. Licensing and contracts and whatnot.
Yeah,
it's a little weird having to try to remember 2 card names, though. You know, especially for something like goes
Yeah,
to
that kind of
events
sucks.
and then comes across like the Spider-Man version of a card, and then plays Arena, and then they got to remember, oh, well, that's this card in Arena. To me, that would just confuse me even more than I usually am. So,
Well, that's not
What
fair.
gets me more is that is the different art is what gets me, because like
yeah,
I like when I play, like I just like I will look at the cards and like kind of just remember what the stuff does from the card, like, from like looking at the card,
yeah,
and so now I have to remember two different pictures in my head, and that sucks.
the card names. Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, it's not so bad because those of us that can't afford physical Magic,
Yeah, it's a giant money sink. So I stick with Arena. So
just like
Yeah, I
Ben's
marry people
mom.
who can't afford physical cards. So, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But back to what
I'm sorry that I got laid at some point in my life, and you're still trying.
But back to what I didn't like, comparing this to like to the Final Fantasy. What, like, it didn't, you were talking about, like, it doesn't feel like anything like
yeah,
new and groundbreaking. Was like in Final Fantasy, like they had like the like we are talking about with the saga creatures, um, which like because like in Final Fantasy, like summons were big and stuff like that, and they made this new thing to show that in a card form. And like I don't feel like they did any of that really for Spider-Man,
but
and
But I
like
was
there
excited
was a
by the
space
like.
to be able to do it.
and they may not have been able to
I
either
was
legally. I
excited
don't
by the
know.
hero and villain synergy that they tried to put in,
Yeah, but it
but
feels
there's
kind of
really just not enough of it, and there's not any in like the higher, like the exciting cards. It's kind of draft chaffy.
Yeah. It feels like like I was like looking at some like Bill and Matters like decks, and like they just like they're not like overwhelming. Like they don't tell a good story, and then like they're also not powerful, and
Right.
so like
So it's not
it's just like yeah.
it's not like Elfball or sprites or anything like that, where the synergy between them is like really worth building around.
Yeah. And then so and then if um if it's gonna like just be like old slivers, like before they printed all the really good slivers, like they were also just like not good, but they were fun to play because like it's just fun to like build all of this stuff, whatever. And so, but
Yeah.
like we don't get that. Maybe it's just a precursor, and maybe we'll get
Hmm.
enough effects in the superhero and the Marvel superheroes
hopefully.
release.
Yeah,
Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, hopefully they have more villains
But
and
like right
heroes.
now,
Hmm.
but we're just talking about this set,
Yeah,
and like there's like nothing in this set aside from Spiders Matters. Um, but like I'm not a big Spiders fan, so
And I think
I'm not
the
excited about
past
it.
couple sets have all had at least enough good cards that you could make a few decks using just those cards, and it would be
Yeah, yeah,
maybe not
yeah.
great, but viable and fun.
Yeah, and like even the outer space deck, which set, which I wasn't a big fan of either, but like they introduced planets and and starships, and like those things, like those mechanics, like are being played, and like they people have been playing them in modern. People play them, of course they play them in standard and
Yeah,
pioneer and
yeah.
all that stuff, and so like and like I don't see anyone like using any of these new mechanics anywhere. Like maybe they do in standard because like I don't play that much standard, but like
Not really.
I
No.
don't see anybody using any of these mechanics anywhere else, and so it just feels like a dead set to me.
Yeah.
yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I got one more set this year, I believe. Is it Last Airbender? I think.
Yes. Which, I mean, I hate to be the guy that's like, I hate that they're taking all these other intellectual properties and making them into magic cards. I do think that the universe is beyond is cool and all that. But I would like to
A
see
lot of people are saying that too.
a little bit more of like,
Actual
Magic
magic.
has, as much as I am not a guy who follows any of the fucking like actual story behind Magic or any of that, the backstory,
Mm-hmm.
it does actually have one. And we're not seeing that kind of pulling through as much anymore.
No.
And that's true for the spaceship set too. It just didn't really fit with the whole magic. Like in some of these sets, like even the Spider-Man, like the Through the Omenpaths is almost better than Spider-Man in my opinion, because at least it kind of has those familiar magic names.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can kind of agree with that. Yeah, I'm worried about the last Editor. I don't know if y'all are close enough to the whole the weeb and nerdverse to know like there's a lot of people that get very excited about Last Airbender on both sides. Like people that love Last Airbender love it, and people that hate it like just hate it.
Just indifferent.
And like
Is that allowed?
the yeah, yeah. One of the best ways to start a conversation in a nerd chat room is to just mention Korra
Yeah.
in your any opinions about Korra. You could say like, yeah, I think it's just average. I hated it. I loved it, or whatever. And yep, it's just off the races.
Yeah, I don't even
No,
know
And
I would
so
say that I think The Last Airbender itself is universally loved, whereas Korra is a little bit less.
yeah. Korra's less. Well, like, but no. Like, okay, so Last Airbender kind of fits into like the like Naruto thing to where like the people that love it really really love it, and the people that hate it hate that everyone loves it. And so
Yes,
like it,
although
so it will.
the last time they had that dynamic with Final Fantasy, I do think they pulled it off very well.
Yeah,
So we'll
I
see.
agree. But like, yeah. So, but I think that like, just because like Final Fantasy has been around so long that it kind of like just kind of comes down into the middle. Because like I think everyone's had a Final Fantasy. Like there's a Final Fantasy game that like almost everyone just like there's one like everyone has like one game that's like it's not that bad. I like it. I played it. It's
Yeah,
not that
fair.
bad. Just because like there's just so many, so it doesn't
Yeah,
get like that kind of.
but I see what you're saying, and the people are going to be so massively critical of the treatment of Airbender. Either way it goes. Like if it's too good, they're going to hate it. If it's not good enough, they're going to hate it.
Yep. If Toph is OP, like people are gonna just hate this deck. It's hate this set. Toph. Oh, it's good. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited for.
But anyway, so there you
But
go.
but
I'm
like
almost
we were
more
talking about, like
excited for the Reddit comments.
yeah, that's what I'm excited about. I'm excited for everyone's opinions on that. But I'm really excited about Lorwyn. I think that that's gonna be a good set. A good like old school Magic set.
Yeah, so
So
looking ahead, that'll be the first set of 2026. So, but our next review is going to be, as we just said, Last Airbender, which I can't remember. Is that November, December? I don't remember. I think it's November.
I think it's November.
it's
Maybe,
it's November. So
Jesus, maybe someone will actually watch that one.
Yeah, maybe we'll get someone to watch. We may have someone new joining us. We don't know. We'll have to watch and find out. But anyway, I want to thank everyone who has watched this. Share your
All three of you, you're my boys.
Yeah, we love you.
Yeah.
Because
share your
we're
comments.
OG3.
No, it's not
Share your
women.
comments down below. Oh, let us know what your favorite cards are. Let us know if you agree with us, disagree with us, whatever.
Yep. Tell Seragyn he's wrong about everything.
Yes, that'll make us feel good. And then
You'll probably be right. I've been married for 20 years. I'm used to being wrong about everything.
we know how it is, right, sir? Again, we know. So, till next time, folks. Appreciate you watching, and bye, everyone.
Fuck you.
Bye, guys.